here minding my business, and I was thinking to myself, y'all don't realize that we are so caught up on trying to prove whether or not Yahweh is real. Yahweh, aka God, I call him by his Hebrew name, is real. That we seem to lose the fact that there's an enemy out there going around like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. That's the most cleverest conniving scheme. Let's let everybody focus on whether or not God is real and focus on that part and negate the fact that there is an evil one out there seeking the souls of those unbelievers. I was just thinking about it. That is the most cunning plan. Because everywhere I turn, everywhere I look on social media, it's always, oh, how you know God is real, the Trinity. It's always debating the existence of God, the Trinity, or being in alignment with the Heavenly Father. But nobody seems to realize that they're stuck in a loop of deception, and instead of focusing on the true cause and root of it, they're focusing on the symptom. Remember, when God created heaven and earth, everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. Deception came in the way of the evil one. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody having debates about that. Everybody's like, oh, why God had to do this? Why God allowed this? But nobody ever blamed the devil for his conniving, heart-raging, evil plans. Why is that? Have y'all ever thought about that? Let me know, because it's crazy how God, aka Yahuwah, get a flack for everything that goes wrong, but nobody pointing back to the evil one that brought the sin into the world. The world was perfect. Eve was tricked by the serpent. Why aren't we holding that same animosity to him? He messed up the plan. I know God created the end from the beginning, so he knew it was going to happen, and he didn't stop it because of free will. But the devil could have stayed in his place too. You want to be worshipped? He could have stayed in his place too. Let's talk about that. Okay? Don't get wrapped up in pointless arguments and pointless deception. What you should be focusing on, really and truly, is where will your soul be when it's all said and done? I saw a quote that said, it's better to live life as though there is a God and die and realize that there is no God than to live life as though there is no God and die and find out there is a God. They spoke a good one. Think about it. You prefer to live life as though there's no God and then die and find out there is a God. You wasted your life and that's it, because after this life is done, the other life is eternity, and you have to choose a side. There's no middle ground. You don't have a space designated for the middle grounders. Nope. Okay? Think about it. It's better to live life as though there's a God, the one true God, because there's a way that seems right to a man, but in its destruction. And I strongly believe that there's only one way. One way. I know that there's several ways to skin a cat, but with this situation, there's only one way. And that's the way through Yahusha, aka Jesus. So choose you, this day who you want to solve. Because all these pointless debates make no sense, because the truth is the truth. And the Bible said it needs no defender, because it is written and it is true. So whether you want to believe it or not, it won't change the validity and realness of the book. So get your life in order. From one loving sister to the next. Okay, I just want you to don't get wrapped up in the semantics and focus on where your spirit will be, where your life is going to be in eternity. Okay, have a good one. I'll see you next time.